balance is not true. Life is such balanced that people do not know. You see this life? It is very, very balanced. Very balanced. Such that even if the mother of Moses had nobody, she had Moses. And through the greatness of Moses, her greatness comes. There were some things that some people did to your parents, and God was saying, you are the one that will respond. And you are asked to fast 6 to 12. 11 o'clock, you're looking at time. Because 12. Can get time today. Church, are you with me, right? Hear me and hear me well. Do you know that if Joseph had responded to the advances of Potiphar's wife, he would have become a chief servant. And he will now be doing borrowings. So, because he is close to Potiphar's wife, they will give him Potiphar's G-Wagon to be driving. Yet it is not his own. He will post on Facebook and post it. You will think he has made it where he is, not knowing his Potiphar's driver. But when Potiphar's wife came to Joseph, he said, how can I do this against God? The guy was mindful of God. And it was that thing he did that made them chase him to prison. If not, they would not have put him in prison. And it was when he got to prison that Pharaoh's servants were put in prison. And it was there that they dreamt. And it was there that Joseph, by miracle, interpreted the dream. And it was there that the Bible said, by the interpretation, he became prime minister. And not only did he become prime minister, by his rising, his entire family. If you understand that some things depends on you, your approach will be different. Midnight prayer is not old-fashioned. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying? How can you be in school, you say I don't go to any church? How can you be in school and you are opening your mouth to say, as far as I'm concerned, help those that help themselves? Some people don't know. Many years ago, while I was a student here, I did direct entry in law. And then I had this particular police officer that also did direct entry in law. Very connected, very powerful. APB. Very powerful. So all of us were mates because we did this thing. And then we wrote our exam. That was our first exam. And then we got our life. You think you don't need God, you are joking. You need it more than you think. In fact, I came to reset you so that after today, while you are doing book, you will be doing God. Listen, I'm telling you the truth. I said to you, there is no way you can be dreaming of fulfilling vision without thinking of miracle. How? How can you be thinking of fulfilling vision and you say I don't believe in miracle? And how can you be thinking about miracle and we say let us pray and you are looking around? I told you, if you don't know what to pray, say have mercy on me, have mercy on my family, have mercy on my career. You need him more than you think. That friend of yours you are relying that told you, I'm going to help you, just graduate, get me your CV. You don't even know whether you will be in that position when you graduate. Is somebody following what I'm saying? You don't know. You need God more than you think. More than you think. More than you think. I told you we had a program like this push in Abuja. And then a young lady, I was telling you yesterday, she does POS. That's what she does. And then she had her prayer requests about for us to pray. And I walked up to her and I told her, I said, one of the things you wrote there is that you are having a lot of losses. God said I should tell you, I'm coming to bring restoration quickly. Program finished. The next day, she got a call. An NGO invited her for a job interview. And she got there in Onisha. She left Abuja, went to Onisha. Got there, wrote the exam and failed. They showed her, they said you failed, but we will give you the job. How can you explain it? And they gave her the job and started paying her 25,000 every day. Shake your neighbor, tell your neighbor you need God more than you think. Tell your neighbor, I don't know about you, me that is sitting next to you here. I need God more than you think. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Yes. You need Him. That's why when you hear pray, pray. Even when you don't know the reason to pray, pray. You may find out later. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Even when you don't know the reason to pray, go ahead and pray. You will find out later. Is somebody following what I'm saying? You will sure find out later. Some years ago, a young man graduated from this school, read accounting, and was working with his friend, a senior friend. They were twins. They had an egg company in Lagos. And this guy was working with them as an accountant. I lie not. And because they were feeding him, kept him in the house, every month they would pay him 5,000. Many years ago. And when I met him, I taught him some things about God, including tithing. He didn't know that when he was a student. And so they would pay him salary. He would send 500 naira tithe. One day I was surprised. Instead of 500, I saw 5,000. I was excited. I thought maybe they have given him a job of 50,000. So, it wasn't long. He called me. He said, did you receive the money? So I said, yes. I said, I saw 5,000. He said, yes. I said, what happened? He said, I got angry. I decided to give God all of it. I am tired of this level. Hey, with anger in my spirit, I told him a new level will start. In the course of praying, I gave him an instruction. I told him each time you're going to work now, make sure you go with your CV, your hard copy. And he started doing that. You know, if you don't have the fear of God, you will play with instructions. I found out that thing another person heard and obeyed. Another person heard it and stayed in truth. And that explains what happens. One day I was traveling, and then this group of policemen stopped me. And then I was telling them that I was going for a program, that I was a pastor. I was trying to tell them to please allow me. Other police people there allowed me, except one. I told him, I said, I'm a pastor. He said, I heard it. I know that the reason why other people left me was not because of my stature, but because they heard I'm a man of God. That policeman was just being so naughty and sarcastic. I walked up to him, I said, sir, please let me tell you this thing while you are still holding me here. I said, if you heard that they shot policemen, it's not all of them that were shot. There will also be one that escaped. told him, I said, if you hear that they shot policemen, there's also be another policeman that will come out to tell the story of how it happened. I said, why did they shoot others? They did not shoot him. He said, what are you saying? I said, just be thinking about what I said. He said, Pastor, you can be going. He said, you can be going. In every of your joking and mockery, don't bring God. I'm teaching you something that will help you. Don't ever. If some people are talking plenty, what you don't know, keep quiet. It is wisdom at times to say, I'm not aware of this one. That to talk for people to see that you know everything. I told that young man to be going with his CV. Just not too long, he was in the office. A woman walked in. He was smiling. And the woman looked at him and said, accountant, see how you were smiling. That's how you were packing money. He laughed. He said, where you see money to pack? The man said, well, the woman said, well, obviously where you are now, you are enjoying. That's why you are here, you are laughing. He told the woman, please, man, do what you came to do. I don't even want to tell you my story. The woman looked at him and said, if I give you a job now, a better job, will you? He said, yes. The woman said, you have your CV, I'm traveling. He remembered that instruction. He reached straight for his CV, brought it. The woman said, this is your CV, please. The woman gave it to the PA she was with and told him somebody will call him. It wasn't long. Owando wanted to open an aviation section, private charter flights. And they were looking for an accountant. And he got there for interview. When he got there, the man looked at him. The person was younger than him. He said, how you tell me about your, he said, tell me about your work experience. He said, so how much will they pay you? Sorry, I'm trying to invade your privacy. The guy said 5,000. He said, sit down, which one is 5,000? 5,000, is it your first year school fees or your second year school fees? Or don't you have a mother? The guy said, can I show you my this thing? 5,000. I'm working as a volunteer. And the guy, because I live in his house, he feed me and I have accommodation. He said, you'll be giving me this for now. That was it. Interview ended. The guy said, come on, tomorrow come and start work. And guess what? He started work. They gave him an official vehicle. And they started with a salary. They were sending him to Dubai to buy parts of plane. Those days he traveled to Dubai, traveled to South Africa. In fact, there was one golden watch he brought me. I went to Lagos one day. I told him I was somewhere. He came to see me. So I called him. He said he was outside my house, that I should come let him drive me around. I said, drive me around how? I walked in there, it was a Jeep. I said, what happened? He said he came with the job. How did it happen? The fear of God as he has to do with instructions. I know why most youths die young, for the lack of the fear of God. A particular young man, Brother Daniel was here today, have corroborated this to me. He invited him to this church when I was still pastoring here many years ago. The guy was almost at Chief's compound coming. He dragged me, he said, you must come to church. Almost at Chief's compound. Some of his friends called him and said he should come, that there's something he need to do. He said he's going back. He said, please now come to church. The guy said, now come next week. And the guy left. It happened that his friends called him to come and steal. Got to somewhere around that Jamachu hostel, stole some things. They started beating this guy. Beat him almost to the point of death before police intercepted. They took him to station. Before he got there, he died. You need God more than you think. I'm telling you, I know you want to pass exam, but much more than passing exam is passing life.
Yes, sir.
And you need God as far as life is concerned. Is somebody following what I'm saying? You need God more than you think. Shake your neighbor, tell your neighbor, I need God. Come on, tell your neighbor, I want to do God. one said, man of God, come down quickly. The third one said, no, sir. I know that they taught us in military not to ever bow to anybody. But me, I will kneel down. He said, man of God, I pray you. He was not talking because of Elijah. He was talking to the God of Elijah. Is somebody following what I'm saying? There are certain statements that people make that is very costly. A particular young boy was he graduated from school and he was so excited. He brought his friends, let them go and party. They entered the mother's car, brought out the sound was hitting everywhere. The mother said, son, you graduated. Instead of thanking God, you're going to club. He said you should have space in your car for God. The guy laughed, in sarcasm. He told the mother, as you can see, there is no space in this car. All my friends are here, except your God will stay in the boots. And they drove off. Just few minutes to club, car assaulted. Everybody in the car died. While they were trying to bring them out, they went to the boot and discovered that the mother bought crate of eggs and no egg there broke. So the place he said God should stay, nothing happened. I prophesy over your life. Your case is different. I declare over your life. You are becoming the savior in your family. I prophesy over your life. What stop others will not stop you. In the name of Jesus Christ. Sit down. There were some of you when you were coming, you made God a promise. If you give me admission, I will serve you. He finally brought you here. Are you serving him? There were some of you before you came, you were burning for God until you came here and met some friends. I came here this night to move you back to the place of prayer. Is somebody following what I'm saying? When we pray, something happens. And this program is push. The idea of push is pray until something happens. We are not here to just pray. We are here to pray until something happens. And if you were not here yesterday, I told you, when you are praying, be listening. If God brings a name in your spirit, call that name as you pray. You may not know why he brought that name. Just call that name as you pray. Because what you are praying for is traceable to a man. Pastor, I told them yesterday, if somebody had told John the Baptist, pray with the name Herodias, he would say, I don't know anybody called Herodias. He may not know that if he had prayed with that name, there is no way Herodias will cut off his head. Is somebody following what I'm saying? In the place of prayer in Acts of the Apostles chapter 10, God told Cornelius, he said there is a Peter, send for him. In Acts of the Apostles chapter 9, Saul was praying. God said there's an Ananias. As you pray, think, as a name also in your spirit, use it and pray. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Or is there a boss that is disturbing you? One of our members, Betty, works in a bank, and then her boss decided to be a thorn on her flesh, disturbing her. I told her, I said, take the man's name and pray. And she started praying. The bank called the man and said, we don't want to fire you, resign. And the man resigned because of her. The heart of kings is like drop of water in the palm of God that he turns to any direction. There were testimonies you were giving me yesterday. Are the people here? There's some people that share that testimony. As at yesterday, people were praying with names. And one of them said the person he prayed with, and this person there. Where's the person? Where's that person? Okay, look at him. Stand up. Look at this. He said, what was that testimony? Oh, I worship Jesus.
Praise God. Okay, I'm a painter,
Okay.
and my uncle, my mother's side, the man built a house, so he didn't paint it. When he was looking for a painter, I told him I can paint. He neglected me and
He
said,
neglected it.
yes, and said they will give it to another somebody to do. So they did it. They didn't do it his taste. So he came for when we had our family burial. So he was complaining. I didn't say anything. Then a month later, he gave me a contract to deliver paint to a church in the village. So I did it and I did it very well. And the paint they used for the church was very nice. That the Reverend Father called him and said they loved it, the work, and he that he loves it. I said okay. Then yesterday as I was praying, two names came to my mind, Kevin and his name also. His name is Nonso. So I was praying with the names. After praying, I went back home. 2 hours later, when I was having my lunch, a call came to my phone. It was him. I told my roommate, look at Uncle Nonso is calling me. Goze, I don't know.
You know, I told you a lot of things happens. Every testimony we say, share is verifiable.
It's verifiable. I can show the content. See.
Somebody said 2 hours later.
2 hours later.
I prophesy over your life. Let God touch people's heart for your sake. Look at this. He said 2 hours he was praying with the name Nonso
and Kevin.
And Kevin.
I don't know Kevin.
And he does not know Kevin. I told you, even when you don't know the name, just pray with it. Maybe it's later he will find out who Kevin is. Did you see the name Nonso?
Yes, I.
Look at you now, that is nothing big. You also need to pray with the name Nonso. There is a Nonso you have that needs visa. Your home.
Eseda baradika bahandas, etina monda sopereteka bahandasai, rataka batai sada barataina, esoka balika bahanda soja, reteka baladika banta soja, esoda bahanda. Laga barosha, laga baranda, soga baranda, loga baranda haya. Lega baranda has brakosata randa basha baradegosa baradagasa baradagasa randa bagasha loga baranda lega rata loga baranda bregadola barasta loga barata loga barata loga baranda in the name of Jesus. Lift your hands everywhere you are. Lift your hands everywhere you are. I declare over your life, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, let there be a miracle for you.
Hey, come outside, believe in miracles. Sit down, say somebody is working in my favor somewhere. Come on, tell your neighbor, somebody is working in my favor somewhere. Look at it. He said he used those 2 names. He said no, so he knows. Kevin, he doesn't know. When we were having a program like this recently in our church, and then I called a man that works, and I told him, I said, I see a panel. I want you to pray. And I told him to pray with the name of somebody from the north. I told him, I said, pray, pray. And then when I told the man to pray after service, he met me. He said, Pastor, the words you said I'm not even aware. And he said, the panel you are talking about, I am not even aware. I told him, I said, but did you do the prayer I asked you to do? He said, yes. I said, that is what he said. And he left, went to work on Monday. Monday afternoon, he chatted me up and said, Pastor, that thing you said on Sunday, it was when I got to work on Monday that I knew what happened. What was it that happened? They were giving papers to mark, and this is paper for exam center from North in Kano. And they finished marking, the paper got missing in his office. A whole subject of a school in the North got missing in his office. I said, so it's now you realized. That's why I said, even when you don't know why you should pray, pray. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Pray. Jesus said to Peter, he said, Satan has desired to have you. He said, but I have prayed for you. But you know he knew about Judas' own, but he did not pray for Judas. The reason why Peter went scot-free, but Judas did not, was because there was no prayer offered. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Yes. It's because there was no prayer offered. So, when you are praying, Cornelius was not a prophet when God told him the name of Peter. Told him the street Peter was staying. Told him the name of the person Peter was staying with. He was not a prophet. But the Bible said he prayed always. So, when you are praying and the name pops up, use it. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Use it. It may be, listen, I know at the point of prayer where God made this revelation known to me. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Once before, even when you don't know, say, Father, concerning this person, I pray, touch his heart. Just be praying. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Yes. I told you to come with a blank sheet of paper. Yes, sir. Did you remember? Yes, sir. Somebody say open check. Open check. How many of you believe that God can do all things? Do you believe? Yes, sir. I don't know. Do you believe that there is nothing God cannot do? Do you believe? Nothing. Nothing. A young girl gave me the name of the person that wants to marry her. They were in a relationship. This was happening, was in the second push program we had in the She's a nursing student. They are doing IT. And so she came to church. And she had just been in church 2 weeks. And so she gave me the name of the person that wants to marry her to pray with. While I was praying, the guys, I think the name she gave me was either Vincent or so. And while I was praying with that name, guess what? Boom! A chuka came out. Do you remember when we shared that in church? Ask them. And then I asked her, I said, please, you gave me Vincent. She said, yes. I said, who is Chuka? She said, Chuka is another guy that, I said, so there's a Vincent, there's a Chuka. She said, Pastor, I'm not a bad person. I said, I did not say you're a bad person. And guess what? When I started asking her some questions about Vincent and Chuka, I discovered that she was supposed to be with Chuka and not Vincent. Vincent was the person she loved. Chuka was the person that loves her. Come on, say my case is different. You didn't say it well. Say my case is different. Say it again. Say my case is different. Say it again. Say my case is different. That blank sheet of paper that you have, open it. It's time to write something. Then I asked my God, what name fits you? And he says, and I asked my God, what name fits you? And he said, and I asked my God, what name fits you? And he said, and I asked Jehovah, Daddy, what name fits you? And he said, and I asked my God, Daddy, what name fits you? And he says, yeah. And I asked my God, Daddy, what name fits you? And he says, yeah. And I asked Jehovah, Daddy, what name fits you? And he says, yeah. And I asked my God, what name fits you? And he says, yeah. Generation after generation, he prays in you, and no one is one. And I ask my God, what name fits you? And he says, yeah. My God, what name fits you? And he says, yeah. I testify. And there are right 4 things that will soon become your testimony. 4 things that will soon become your testimony. That you testify. 4 things that will soon become your testimony. And I ask my God, that it all is you.
And I ask my God, Lord, what defeats you? And it says, yeah, I ask Jehovah, what defeats you, Jesus? And he says, yeah.
You speak from heaven.
Holy thunder, you are amazing. You smile from heaven, we call it sunshine. You are amazing. When you look from heaven, we call it rainbow. That's amazing. Oh, and you made me in your likeness. It's super amazing. Oh, Jesus, you are amazing, God. Lord, you are amazing. Oh, you are amazing, God. You are amazing.
You are amazing.
You are amazing, God. You are amazing. Oh, you are amazing, God. Oh, Lord, you are amazing. Oh, you are amazing, God. That's what I say. You are amazing, Jesus. You are amazing, God. We call you amazing. You are amazing.
I'm gonna give the 4 things. Now draw a line. Write my case is different. Write my case is different. And then you are going to write another 4 things. I want you to think of what they told you happened to somebody and you don't want it to happen to you. Did you hear what I said? Write my case is different. And then write 4 things that you heard happen to somebody. Or maybe your sister, or maybe your uncle. And you don't want it to happen to you. Did you get that instruction? Now when you write from 1 to 4, you write first of all, my case is different. And then you write 4 things you know that has happened to somebody that you know you don't want to happen to you.
You're amazing, God. Lord, you amaze me. Oh, you are amazing, God. You are amazing. You are amazing, Jesus. You are amazing. You are amazing. Oh, dearest Jesus. You amaze me. You amaze me. You amaze me, God. You are amazing. You are amazing. You are amazing, God. Oh, you always come through for me. Amazing God. Amazing God. Amazing God. You always come through for me. Amazing God. Amazing God. Amazing God. Oh, you always come through for me. Amazing God. Amazing God. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You always come through for me. Amazing God. 'Cause you always come through for me. You became the sacrifice. You always come through for me. Amazing God. Amazing God. Amazing God. You always come through for me. Amazing God. Amazing God. Amazing God. You always come through for me. Amazing God. Amazing God. Amazing God. You always come through for me. Amazing God.
Come on, say my case is different. Get this in walking. Say my case is different. Shake your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, neighbor. My case is different. Have you written that in down? Remember what you have written down. Remember. Remember. That is what you're going to use to push. Did you hear what I said? Yes, sir. You know this thing called miracle. You can doubt it until you experience it. And then when you experience it, you now understand the almightiness of God. Did you hear what I said? Yes. If everything you are supposed to have, you will hustle to have them, there are things you will never have. Did you hear what I said? Many things you will never have. Many things. One of our sisters, she read in this book. She was a special citizen some years ago. Her first year school fees, they sold land to pay it. Her parents didn't have money. And then she came to school. And she heard me preaching like I'm preaching to you now. And she heard me talking about doing God. And she made up her mind that she will serve God on campus. She became very committed to God. When it was time for her to serve, I was the one that told her to move to Enugu to serve, to move to Abuja to serve. And she went to Abuja and started her youth service. When she got to Abuja, the first pressure, you know, the pressure of this is Abuja, house rent and all of that, you need a man, you need all of that. That thing wanted to act on her. I called her, I said, shh, listen, you cannot even explain how you graduated. You were serving God. I said the same thing, serve the same God, and He will see you through. And this guy had always had plans to go to UK, to go abroad to do her master's. Guess what? During the lockdown, a man puts up something on Twitter and said, "What did you eat this morning?" People started saying what they ate. So I ate fried egg and plantain, I ate indomie, I drank tea, I took this thing. She wrote, "I ate eba," and called the name of the soup. And everybody online started trolling her. She said, "Why are you trolling me? Somebody said, 'What did you eat this morning?' And I just said what I ate." The person came to her inbox and said, "Please don't feel bad. I like people like you that are very honest. If that is what you ate, you should be proud of what you ate." She said, "I don't know why everybody is trolling me." The man said, "I can also buy you the same thing for lunch if you want." She said, "Yes." This person drove to her office where she was working and bought her lunch. And while they were talking, the man looked at her and said, "I don't know why I feel like doing this. I think I want to establish you. Choose between two things. Either I give you money to start business in Abuja, or I send you abroad so you go and do your master's." She called me. I told you, every single testimony I share is verifiable. You don't know the power of prayer. So, like play, she called me. I told her, I said, "Take the option of going abroad to study." And she went and told the person that she wants to go abroad to study. I said, "No problem." Man told her to open a domiciliary account. She opened. Man paid $5,000 for her. Paid in another $5,000. Started building that account. Until what was in that account in Naira was worth 12 million. She applied to go and do her master's in UK. The man paid for express visa. Paid for her school fees. Paid accommodation for her in UK. £5,000. Placed her on £800 salary every month. And placed her parents on 80,000 Naira salary every month. And told her that he doesn't want her parents to disturb her. Let her go to UK and study. As she went to UK, the man said, "The thank you will tell me is just try and make upper credit or distinction." She got there and made distinction. The man said, "I want to also train you in PhD." A daughter of name that you have written down now. Around 3 a.m., I want you to wake up in the middle of the night and pray. Around 3. Mark the time I said. You know, some people don't understand the place of timing. We were having a service in church. I gave a word of knowledge that somebody here around 9:30 a.m. that before I came to service, God told him 9:30 a.m. he's going to be healing somebody's parents. And one of the person he was talking about, the parents are from Imo State. And people said they never went back. Until the next service on Sunday, it happened that the person I was talking exactly at 9:30, the man was healed. His sugar level moved from 300 and something. From 300 and something. At that 9:30 a.m. When they told the man that his daughter has been healed, he asked them what time. And they told him, he said, "Oh, that was exactly the time the man spoke." Is somebody following what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Around 3 a.m. today, there will be angels ready to administer. Listen, if you know that what you wrote there is more heavy, add something heavy. Don't write nonsense. We came here to discuss destiny matters. what I said? Don't write nonsense. Write what you know God can do. Church, are you with me right?
Yes, sir.
Look at this man. The Bible said when the fourth man was sent, when he got there, somebody say my case is different. Touch yourself, say my case is different. Instead of the man acting like the other military men, come down quickly. The Bible said he knelt down and he said, Elijah. He said to Elijah, I know that you are a man of God. I have heard what happened to the other two. Church, are you with me right now? Oh, that one is not picking up. He said, I have heard what happened to the other two, how that they were consumed. He said, I don't want what happened to them to happen to me. Me, I have the fear of God. Instead of telling him, come down quickly, he said, please, sir, spare my life and spare the life of these other 50 people. That's why I said, there is somebody that if he doesn't get it right, other people fail because of him. Do you know the other two failed because of the leader? But this other 50, when the man, imagine, when this other guy knelt down, normally they too would have knelt down with their general. And they would have started saying that Elijah will come and Baba. Because Lord to man of God. Hey, man of God, please. We beg you, and how can I command you? In military, they told us to command, but there is something greater than human principle. It is called the God factor. I know you carry God. I can't order you. I beg you, spare my life and spare the life of the people who are with me. What happened? In the place of prayer, the man knew something that others did not know. Lift your hands. Let me declare, what brought others down will not bring you down. That voice that said you will not graduate in EFSU, I came to tell you, you will graduate. You will convocate. You will do your masters. I thought you would have said a better. That lecturer that said, ask about me. I came with a word of the Lord for you. Your own case is different. That lecturer will become your friend. Mark these words I'm saying. Mark these words I'm saying. They are prophetic words. They are not idle words. They came from the place of prayer. Church, are you with me right now? The Bible said another person behaved differently. Shake your neighbor, tell your neighbor, another person behave differently. You go to school from Monday to Saturday, or you cannot come to church. You say on Saturday, I'm doing my laundry work. The other two generals were the generals that were doing their normal things. The third general was the general that knew army, but also knew the things of God. In case you've been playing with God, please, it's time to stop. In case you've not been serious with God, it's time to start. Is somebody following what I'm saying? Yes, your family needs the prayer you are about to pray. The Bible said, when the man talked to Elijah, all of a sudden, the Bible said, God appeared to Elijah and said, Elijah, my son. He said, yes. He said, the other two you killed them. He said, yes. He said, this one, don't kill him. Go with him. And Elijah came down. That others were roasted does not mean everybody will be roasted.
Yes, sir.
Is somebody following what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We are.
That others were roasted does not mean everybody will be roasted. When you see people doing some things, don't join them.
Yes, sir.
Is somebody following what I'm saying? We are here to discuss matters of destiny. Matters of destiny. Guess what? The Bible said when the third person asked him to come down, and please, sir, I'm not saying I want to drag you to the king. I want you to escort me to meet with the king. Elijah joined him. I just imagined that the man started stepping like an army general, even when he knows that what got it for him was the principles of God, not the principles of the army. I just imagine the pride that would have been with the man when he was coming down with Elijah. And other people would have said, I thought others went and they were killed. They'll say, oh, correct, sir. He said, oh, correct, sir. I'm waiting. Sir, please, you know, I didn't bring you. But act like I brought you. I hope you are aware that after that encounter, the man must be promoted. Because what you went that killed 100 people, you went, nobody died. And you brought the person they were looking for. What was the thing that helped the man? The other two had no fear of God. This other person had the fear of God. You cannot know how to ask man and you don't know how to ask God. When people promise you, you believe. When God promise you, doubt. I came here to pray. Is somebody following what I'm saying? You're going to pray for next 5 minutes. Is somebody following what I'm saying? With that blank check that you have written down there. Is somebody following what I'm saying? You're going to pray another 5 minutes fervently. What happened to others will not happen to me. Be on your feet everywhere you are. Open your mouth and begin to fight.
Rabatakabaya, Leso Samate, Ekabarandea, Esikabarata, Letakabai, Ligo Marandigova, Leso Samanda Kabate, Letakabarate Sina, Esikabaratos, Esetekabenes, Enanamandaka, Retatea, Reteteke, Retetete, Manamaranosa, Retesikaba, Letetosabarande, and Lekenemonte, and Ediga, Esos, Eperatos, Esana, and Lekabarata, Matos Sadai, Eseto Sanamande, and Lekadekete, Lekadekete, Lebaranda size, Esosana, and Lekadekete, Redemosanina, Esina Maha, Barato Sinai, Esosavalata, Enokobarandeto, Esotomaliga, Esina Mandekai, Adena Mande Soskaba, Reteto Sina Mandea, Etina Mandata, Beletoskai, Letosina, Esita Labahandes, Esone Manata, Bereto Sanamai, Elina Mondekai, Latabalatesa, Latosanamai, Letoskiva, Esosanamande, Esetevaladeka, Letosina, Elina Mahandes, Esina Mahane, Letosiga Baratas, Evina, Esotosa, Elegedegede, Ramanitoskaya, Elegedietes, Letamande, Anakobarataska, Elino Mahandes Sapaya, Elegedegedes, Letoskaba, Legamahandosa, Esinaya, Anelegedesota, Esotelegena, Edeatosa, Esinato, Emanatabai, Atekos, 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 Esodoma, Epalosi, Anino, Aelena, Ekos, Aitosana, Esino Mahane, Ramanatos Sanaya, Esonomonotos, Elegedesoteresa, Esinato, Legedegedeko, Baranda Sonomahaya, Esonomoniates, Esotos, Aitesina, Enonda Covenis Mate, Beratoskiva, Esotomalate, Atekabaratos, Etina Manea, Enosida, Esetesa, Esotoko, Eladadaha, Rotosina Balatos, Etino Mondepa, Baratosana, Eselenetosha, Legadetos, Enanabahandes, Evaroskates, Letosinaya, Emonte Cobarata, Eniko Baratos, Esotobalataya, Radadomonoskoto, Enote Barandosina, Esina Balatos, Esatabalataya, Emonte Rectos, Legadedes, Radadadadaha, Mondeka, Esotonea, Nakotosaha, Esinoma, Legabai, Baratosinamane, Latesadoska, Esenete, Enetede, Radekova, Esaya, Emonto, Enetosa, Esila, Eperetekede, Rodosanata, Enetisa Haneka, Esonomaha, Esetenedesa, Esinamane, Antokobara, Etosanamane, Regededeketas, Lekebarano Siata, and Osanama, Lekabaratas, and Yasotoma, Esinamanatos, Leketenebarana, Esomanata, Baratokoma, and Letesahata, Esikabarates, Ratatata, Reketesa, Eanamanteska, Esinatos, Esotos, Atosani, Anosatai, Esomarataya, Rekebatase, Antekoi, Antekoya, Marote Sanate, Esonomonoto, Legedegedege, Lusomaya, Legedesa, Eseneniata, Ekamanusa, Esatanaka, Enedesos, Etosa, Etiva, Enekabai, Esoniata, Legedegede, Ratabarato, Lesosa, Egaba, Esenedede, Legedegede, Legedegede, Legedegedesa, Ananamaya, Esomananaya, Legedegedesana, Esenedede, Enedeto, Ekamanatosa, Eamanaka, Legedegedesa, Etonomonos, Esima, Enenamaha, Enenita, Esono, Enanamaha, Retesosa, Baratosia, Benedetes, Benetosa, Nekata, Nekata, Esenem, Netosahate, Elinamai, Esotomanate, Mondemaha, Etetesos, Esenemane, Etenemonesata, Esitaya, Eretekenas, Esinamanatos, Emanatesa, Esenamanataya, Rakabanatesa, Sanamaya, Enosatega, Esina Barato, Eabate Sanaya, Lekoto Samarone, Anekopayata, Esenebenekaya, Rote Satira, Eseikatonia, Eparatosai, Enakepalatekando, Anondelekamaya, Esiparahata, Ekatalada Sona, Anteikavika Baratas, Aina Paraya, Reketetea, Liato, Liato, Liatoko, Ekaparanande, Adiko Luatea, Ritoskabaya, 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 Libahandeskai, Baraitosa, Baraitosa, Esoskabande, Elikatosa, Pareta, Redirect.
Sing. Radaboko Shataka Baroka Satahaya Loga Baranda Soja. Pray. Pray until something happens. If the Holy Spirit drops a name in your spirit, pray with that name.
Sibarataya, Kosadaya, Rato Sibarate, and Nekaparatea, Rato Sanamandina, Letekede Sadina, Eseda Barata, and Diato Sanamandea, Rekita Balai, Rate Kaparatea, Roto Saniga, Epelekete, Rote Satapalatea, Enko Sani, and Deko Parai, Esila Bahaya, Roto Totokoi, Rekete Parata, Ratatatai, Ratekelitesa, Esotonina, Ekaya, Mayekosa, Likobaranda Satea, Mesalima Handekai.
Lift your two hands. Just thank him and appreciate him. Give him all the glory. Give him all the glory. Oh, dear man,
Is it a war? Timos. Emetsuya Nobi. Ese mo. Ese natito. Oye waye. Ese tewo. Timosia. Obiakute.
Sing Maranatha, oh dear, where engineer, oh twa, no ibe naya nesia, agagi meche, oh twa, no ibe naya of all flesh. To you, Jesus. Step into situation. The power onye na-eme ihe ịrịba ama egwu Chukwu na-atụ m